Is this better for you, or?
Yeah.
It is better, okay.
It's training or is it talent?
Both. You have to have both. If talent is certainly not enough, but you have to have talent. Talent is very difficult to define, very difficult to see. Training, easier to see. So if you are a dancer and you have no technique, how are you going to be a dancer? If you're an actor, if you have no technique, how are you going to be an actor? So I would say you have to be talented and you have to train. Everything. It's very competitive. To be an actor, to be any artist is very competitive, so you need everything. If you're an actor, I don't think you can just go to an audition. I think you should get together with your friends and read plays and read scripts and go see movies, go see plays, and learn as much as you can. You can learn from watching someone, you can learn from doing. So the more experience, and experience doesn't have to be in a class, experience can be anywhere. Getting a group of your friends in your living room and reading a script is experience. So I think you need to do that. Yes, many people have started later in their life. Actors as famous as Morgan Freeman didn't start until they were in their 30s. I don't really think it matters when you start. This very famous American composer named Charles Ives, he really didn't start writing till very late in his life, and he's one of the best composers we have. I don't think it matters. I think it matters that you're dedicated and passionate. Obviously, if you start young, you have more experience, so it's better. Yeah, I think if you're having a panic attack at audition, you may want to think about what profession you're in. Because if you're that nervous, then you can't really be an actor. So if you really are going to an audition and you're experiencing a panic attack, something serious, you may want to do something else. Not listen, say the words wrong, be late, be tired. It's just like anything else. If you're going for a job, do you go for a job and look grumpy or be tired or look like you're unprofessional? Same. If you go for an audition, you have to behave professionally. Nice is good. Understand that the people who are auditioning may be tired, may be working really hard, and that they're trying their best. The thing I think that actors make a mistake is they assume the people who are auditioning on the other side are against them, instead of assuming that the people auditioning want them to be fantastic. Because if they're fantastic, then their project is going to be great. So everybody on this side of the table is hoping that the person auditioning is amazing, not bad. Don't worry about what you did, because you're not the best judge of what you did. You're inside, and people watching you may have a completely different opinion. You may think you were terrible, and the people over here may think you were wonderful. I say to my students, you should go into an audition as a gift to the people. Like, you would be lucky if you hire me. You never get an agent till you have jobs, because agents aren't interested in people who don't have jobs, or very, very rarely. Sometimes if you're so beautiful, you are the most beautiful person on the planet, maybe you can get an agent without a job, or maybe you can get, but everybody else, agent wants to know you have a job, because that's money. So you have to work and work and work and get jobs, and then the agents will call you. Yes.
America.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like a small roles or something.
Yeah, a movie, a job on a student film. You're doing a role on a film. Yes, it's for a student, but then you have done something. You have experience being in a movie. It may not be the best movie in the world, but you have done it, and then you could show an agent, here's what I look like when I did the student film. So you have to do lots and lots of things for free or for very little money, and then you can go to an agent and say, look, I did all this, and you have to work. You have to make something. And you know what? You can get together with your friends, and you can rehearse a play, and you can have a friend with a camera or an iPhone, shoot it, and you can do that. You do, as long as you're doing things. If you're sitting there waiting for the phone to ring, you're not doing anything. The obvious answer is the reason you get cast in a major film is because somebody sees you do a TV show or somebody sees you do a play and they go, wow, that person's very talented and I like how they act. And then maybe I will consider them, or a casting director will see them in the play, in the film, in the student film, and go, wow, that person's really talented. I'm going to bring them in for this movie and show. And then usually reality is that the casting director recognizes that the actor has talent or training, and then they bring them in and they audition them. And if they do well there, then they bring them in for the director. So many, many steps, but it's competition, just like any other world. It's not magic. You get a job in a movie because you're good and because people trust you. I don't think there's any luck.
Really?
I don't believe in luck. I believe that luck is, I say to my students, luck equals opportunity meets preparation. If you are prepared and ready, when the door opens, you can walk through it. If you're not prepared and ready, the door opens, you're just going to fail. And then you won't be hired again because you weren't ready. So if luck actually happens, you better be prepared. And preparation is training. Do you know how to move? Did you take movement courses? Did you take dancing classes? Is your voice prepared? Did you take voice lessons? Do you know how to speak English? Do you know how to speak Russian? Did you ever watch a play? Did you ever watch a movie? It's like anything else. Did you work for it? Or did you think, I will just sit there and look good and I will get hired? People who sit there and look good don't get hired. When you're doing a big movie, there's 100 people around you distracting you with a big camera in your face. If you don't have any training or talent or ability to do it, you're not going to survive because it's too difficult. Think about speaking with the camera in your face. You better have done it because that's what a movie is. A movie isn't, I'm just going to be my wonderful self. You're going to do it in front of a camera. And you better have the ability to do that or you're going to fail. It's not really difficult to understand. It's just like, why do you get a job in a factory? Because you know how to do it. Why do you get a job at the law firm? Because you've studied and trained. Same thing. It's not magic. It's work. Otherwise, you won't get hired.